Welcome back to an episode of We are going to finish the character creation and start with the first, probably, cutscene in the game. And onwards, starting game with this character. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Right. Of course, there's just a little image glowing up and down and up and down. And another one on the top right.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
Now, who are we then?
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
So why is it that he resurrected all of the old famous people? Because they were supposed to be dead, weren't they? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's test this one. Test now. It's not quite the Praise the Sun thing, but they had to get something similar, don't they? Anyway, that was that. Then, there's multiplier. Oh, this finger thing looks ridiculous. Whatever. You have status. With the status menu, you can check your level attributes, base stats, and more. The information shown here also reflects changes to your attack, defense, and resistance bestowed by armaments and armor that you have equipped. Help is G. View control explanation. There we go. So, poise is of course how easy it is to hit you over the head. Then there's immunity and robustness. What's this? Your resistance to various points and rots. The higher the number, the lower your susceptibility, governed by your attributes. Your resistance to blood loss and frostbite, your resistance to sleep and bouts and madness, and your resistance to death. The higher the number, the lower your susceptibility to instant death. Okay. Instant death for out of all things. That's normal defense value. Vigor. This stuff. Arcane. Attribute governing discovery. Also affects holy defense, vitality, and certain sorceries and incantations. So it doesn't tell me anything. But discovery is very interesting. Attribute required to perform sacred incantations. So that's pretty much it. Also boosts the magic power of faith scaling incantations. Okay. Then we have intelligence, which is the magic scaling thing. Basic magic scaler. Attribute required to perform glintstone sorceries. Also boosts magic power of intelligence scaling sorceries and improves magic resistance. This one doesn't say anything about resistance though. Also affects holy defense. Interesting. This arcane stuff is kind of weird. You have to figure that out. Attribute required to wield advanced armaments. Also boosts attack power of defense scaling armaments. Reduces casting time of spells. And softens fall damage and makes it harder to be knocked off your horse. So this is why you need dexterity and some other stuff in order to be more responsive. So you need speed for the faster casting, and you need, of course, the damage itself. Right, so focus on dexterity and one of the two down here. Also affects holy damage, vitality, and certain sorcery. Certain. That's the thing. Certain. We don't know what these are. I want to know what this is. Attribute required to wield heavy armaments also boosts power of attack scaling armaments. It affects your physical defense. Wait a minute. Does this one do anything with defense though? Other than fall damage? This is really good. If you scale this really high, then you can just fall everywhere, and so makes it harder to be knocked off your horse. Off your horse. So, endurance. Attributes your governing stamina also affects robustness. This attribute also determines how heavy your equipment can be. So, the better this one is, the better we can be overall, because better equipment is just better in general. Except if you want to have casting equipment, because then that would be probably very light. Attribute that determines FP also affects focus. FP is focus points, probably your mana. Attribute governing HP also affects fire resistance and immunity. Oh, okay, very nice, very nice. Runes hell, total runes in possession. Upon dying, you will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. So it's not souls, it's runes. Number of runes required to raise a level. Okay, so now we are not collecting souls anymore. We require runes. Good. Energy consumed to use spells and skills. Replenish it by drinking from the flask of cerulean tears or resting at a site of grace. So, what about this one? Replenish it by drinking flask of crimson tears and resting at a site of grace. Alright, so now we have a little bit of an iffy thing. How do you do the magic stuff then? What's this? Inventory management. With the inventory menu, you can browse the items you're carrying, drop them on the ground, or throw them away. You can also use tools from the inventory menu. R shows a large item explanation, and F toggles some advanced characteristics. So, R changes the thing in the middle. Alright. Lose all runes and return to last site of grace visit. Okay. The memory of first grace, which once guided bygone tarnished to the lands begone. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring, become the Elden Lord, and so on and so forth. Lose all runes, return to last site of lost grace visited. Strength, dex, in faith, R. Okay. No change there. And what does F do? F does this. Okay, depending on what you are most interested in. And X and Y cycles through these things. Yeah, what does this one do? Used to break one imp statue seal. Breaks the seal on imp statues, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning it can only be used once as an item. Think well before using it. Alright. Alright. So... Interesting. Very interesting. So that was that. Then we have, of course, some equipment. With the equipment menu, you can equip armaments. Arrows, bolts, armor, talismans, and items. You can equip up to 3 armaments, each to your left and right hands. The actions each armament perform will vary based on which hand is wielding it. Okay. So, left hand, right hand. So this is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1... Oh. Left hand and right hand, of course, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. And then there are others. There are bolts. There is a head and other stuff. And then there is a quick item selection. Alright. I don't know about quick item selection yet. I'm still in that pose. Still in power pose. How do I... Okay. With space, you can... space, of course. And... how do I... Wait a minute. How did the... Walking was all, wasn't it? Okay, you hold it down, and you are slower, which is perfect. Very nice. We can destroy things. Oh, by the way, do items have durability? I doesn't open our inventory. We have to go this way, it seems. Wait a minute, this is not it. Equipment. This is our trusty club, which now got equipped. Does this thing have durability, though? It cannot be destroyed, it seems, which is perfect. Physical, magical, critical, and so on. Wait a minute. No. Oh, yeah, discovery. I want to know what this is. Explanation, please. Thank you. What's discovery? Governs likelihood of finding items on the corpses of defeated foes. Ah, yes. Okay, so what we need is a very high amount of arcane so that we can discover an awful lot of items on defeated foes. And with this, in return, we are going to slay any other enemy because we are lucky. This is luck. This is luck. There we go. All right. We are going to try to make a lucky build this time. Hopefully. Lucky, magic, dexterity, kind of whatnot thingamajig. Let's see. Pillage remains. Tarnished, wizened finger. Okay. Anything else? Through the path, the broken and uncertain. Claim your place as the Elden Lord. Sure, got this. Damn it. I don't want to see that Aswick all the time. And someone got killed, it seems. Oh, look at that. How beautiful. Oh! Whoa. Needy. Chapel of Anticipation. The door is locked shut. Yeah, thank you. Treasure chest ahead. Appraisals 2944. It definitely... Is this... We don't know what it is. And I also don't know where the treasure is supposed to be. I mean, it could be somewhere on the outside and it had nothing to do with falling down, right? Nope. These assholes. Why is it always strong foe, by the way? Stay calm. Yeah, thank you. Okay, do we fight against a statue? Someone falling off of the sky? Maybe some piece of the golden thingy-majig? Whatever? Let's see. Let's get ourselves the first disappointment. Good luck, thank you. Where? I knew it. It came from the skies. Crafted Scion. Aiming is Q. Alright. Oh, come on! What kind of aim is this? Okay, and that... And we messed it up. What kind of thing is this? Maybe I skipped something? There was a prompt or so? That's kind of weird. I think I skipped the cutscene. by accident. Because I wanted to roll, and that may skip things. That's weird. That's not cool. Stupid. Why is there a horse all of a sudden? Huh.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
They're introducing an awful lot of different concepts in here. Huh. Weird. Are we still not alive yet? That was one of the quickest fights ever. I actually thought you have to defeat this thing. But now we are somewhere completely different. And I don't even know how we managed to get here. What is this? Flask of Huh? Okay, this makes absolutely no sense. They definitely have to revamp that stuff. I mean, how? I don't know how I ended up here. I just know that stuff happened. Pretty much every Dark Souls game gave you the first boss and it's like in your face. You can't defeat this thing, get good, right? Then everybody gets extremely angry about it. I mean, this could be one of the methods how to avoid that situation. But I'm kind of missing a cutscene that tells me how I managed to get down in the bloody cave. So let's talk to this fella in order to figure stuff out. Brave. Yeah, brave, tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recalls the art of war and your warrior's blood. Right? Probably means fall down to your death. No. Not going there. What is this? Touch grace. That might be a kind of a bonfire. Right. It doesn't change though. It just makes poof and that's it. You don't really ignite it. That would be neat. Salmon. Use Stonesword Key. Oh, yes. What does it do? Ooh. You need two of them, it seems. Or one of them is there to show you that the second one can be used. And it stays there for all eternity. Right. But what if one of them is a hidden thing? So, use Tarnished Furled Finger to write a golden summon sign. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally, Furled Finger, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the direction of the summoner host fingers. Alright. So this is the Finger Severer. Alright. And a Tarnished Furled Finger. Alright. There we go. With this menu, you can allocate the number of uses in each of your flasks. You have a set total of maximum flask uses, and you can decide how many of those uses are for the HP coming from the Crimson tier, and how many are for the FP, the focus points from the Cerulean tiers. Okay. And in this case, we have 4 of them at the beginning. I'm just going for 4 of them in the health bar thingies, because casting probably is not available right away. So, let's get away from here. Flask was this. Memorize spells. With the Memorize Spells menu, you can memorize sorceries and incantations. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or Sacred Seal equipped to cast incantations. Casting sorceries and incantations consumes FP, obviously, and your memory slots determine the number of sorceries and incantations you can memorize. You can increase your memory slots by obtaining a memory stone. Ah, so it is not a stat that you have to increase, it's a memory stone that you need. So, this one said something about falling down. Let's check that out. Let's do this one. And yeah, R use item. And down is switch item. But down is not a button that you can... Okay, wait a minute. I am so going to switch that. There's usually... yeah, X goes down like this. And then there is some dialogue shenanigans that you can do with like Y and X in order to move things around. And then there's also C. I think I'm gonna switch something to C in order to make that work. So let's see. And now we're done now. Ah, there's another grace thingy. Yeah, Sites of Grace. Resting at a Site of Grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailment. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you've defeated will be revived. You can find Sites of Grace by going where the light coverage is, and these explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. Interesting. An info item. There's messages, there's status, there's inventory. So what do we have here? There's tools. There we go. This is an info thing. Okay, so this is where this stuff is then. With the map menu, you can check your current position and terrain and buildings in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. Ooh. Lastly, through your map, you can select any site of grace that you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. Aha. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. Okay, so I got another thingy. So we can... you have to do this with W, A, S, and D to move this thing around. Right-click only gives you the context menu. Ooh, zooming things around does it this way. And this marker tells me that I am in the Cave of Knowledge. Stranded Cavern. Stranded Cavern again. Okay, so this is how you can fast travel. Very interesting. Nice, that's nice. What else we got? There's a dude up there. Read message. Weak foe ahead. Try crouching. Try crouching. Reset camera and log on. Yeah, this looks like a weak foe. Attack with a left mouse button. Read message. Elden Ring. Try fingers butthole. Like this. Oh, there's another one right in front of me. Okay. How do you, like, execute this fella immediately? Okay. Like this. Perfect. Dodge. You can avoid enemy attacks with a dodge roll or backstab. Both of these actions consume stamina. So space is a backstab for some reason? Oh, backstab. Not with an A, but with an E. Backstab. So every time you use space, you go backwards. Like if you hit it like this, you hop backwards. But you also get out of crouching mode. Very interesting. Very interesting. One. Whoa. And there's no follow-up. Alright. Got it. What do we have here? Praise the friendship. Sure. Interesting. Do we get another one somewhere on the... F is jumping. This jump mechanic, come on. Like, that were really lazy. Like, look at this. It's not a jump. It's more like a deactivate gravity for a certain amount. Finally. Now we know how jumping works in this game. Oh, thank goodness. It's still kind of weird that F is jumping. Hold W and... you little asshole. Alright. Actually. Now we have to hold it. Okay, so pressing it once is the dash. And... okay, I don't think I can get those things. But acquire material. Oh! In every corner of the land between, you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for items and crafting. In this case, it's the raw fruit. And some other things that I picked up. Another raw fruit. Wielding armaments. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them, and armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%. Switch the right-hand armament like this, and the left-hand armament like that. So shift and scroll wheel up or down in this case. Wielding... E plus something else. Wield with 2 hands. Okay. The interaction button. Good to know. The thing is, I want to roll through the fella. Come on, do your attack already. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just do the attack. Whoa. Alright, nothing happens. Like, do we have to be at a specific range in order to make this fella do its thing? Okay. We just hit him until they're dead. Very interesting. So, and onwards. Have to make this fella pay. Oh, nice. Okay, wait a minute. Let him... Boom. Not dead. What? This fella is not dead. How do you... Where are you going? I mean, I don't want to use a drop down like that because I'm probably going to miss the fella. There we go, like... Ha! Got it! Alright. You don't get anything though. Wait a minute. I did fall down there, but I didn't take any fall damage, so that's kind of weird. Like, at all. Not even a little bit. What do we have here? Visions of item? Didn't, though. Okay. And there's the other fella. Let's see. There's this... Wait a minute, you don't consume stamina. Oh, no. Yeah, shift and right click for the skill. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Using skills consumes FP, and armaments have special abilities called skills. Yeah, what I want to do is like... just charge the fellas. We do not consume stamina while running. Look at that. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, one of the better changes in the game. Right. Now, where are we? Didn't expect stealth. Wait. Crouching. Yes. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you. Especially effective in tall grass. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. Crouch is the X button. And you do not continue going in crouch mode after you've done... after you've finished killing the enemy. And you just stand up there, meaning that you have to constantly trigger the crouch mode over and over and over and over and over again. What is this? Near back-turned enemy is a critical hit. Yeah, I kind of got that one already. I just... I have to make this fella... okay, like that. What the? Okay, maybe you have to stand a wee bit closer to those, to them. to trigger that. Oh. Is this there for foreshadowing, or can you actually break this? No. Alright, there's another one. Ah! Some attacks may break an enemy stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Actually, that information would be much better on a on an enemy with a shield. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Hold shift and left click to charge an attack, and shift and this while jumping for a jump attack. Ah, maybe this is what you have to press while falling as well. Let's see. Press the... That's not working. What was that? I don't know what it was, but it somehow it worked. Wait a minute. So this is a normal attack. And this is this is a heavy attack. And if you use jump and this, you do a downward strike. You basically do the heavy attack in air. This is what you do. Alright. The thing is, it's just a very bit iffy. Stakes of Marika. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there's a stake of Marika near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. Okay. But they get... How do you... They are indestructible? Alright. Oh no, the first boss. Ooh, no, not now. Let's let this one be the start of the next episode, because I have a slight suspicion that whatever is after that fog gate might be a bit more difficult to defeat. So let's end it for now. And I still have no armor found yet. Like and subscribe, of course, and ta-ta.